boom, boom, boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. How, 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 how. Hey, hey. You gotta come on.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is, I think, the first time I've had for these segments of Let's Learn Things. What a treat. What a treat. You need to get a cup of coffee, some tea, whatever. You're going to feel free to zoom through some of the slow stuff and such. There's just all kinds of segments here. I have no idea how this is going to last. Okay, I have not even started editing, but listen to the lineup of what's coming up in this show. We got a privileged tour of the Alton and Southern rail yards in East St. Louis. We got a personalized tour of the guy's truck. We went around, we saw everything. We got unique things on video. It's just a fantastic, phenomenal thing. And we introduce him in the beginning and we thank him in the end, and what a segment that's going to be. Then we ran out to Iron Spike on one of those hellacious heat and humidity days here in the Midwest. No, it was not good. But you got to go out once in a while just to see what's going on. So it's a very sharp bloop, here we are, and bloop, here we're gone, and it's over. We're going to do, and I mentioned in the beginning 3 segments, but what actually happened is that we talked about it in the second segment so much that we didn't need to do the third segment. The first segment is going to be about train stations, and of course that has to do, now Ken Patterson's going to do a section on this too, but it's just a matter of where do I put my track. If my track's in the rear, well then the train station's got to have ability to have a rear entrance. Okay, if I have my tracks in front, you don't have to worry about the rear. Alright, but it just matters, do I want my trains in the background or do I want them in the forefront, and that affects where your train station. Of course, if you're going to dress out a train station and pull a train in front of it, you're not going to be able to see it. Okay. The second segment is about what constitutes a town and what businesses are in there. And we show you all kinds of kits. I'm going to show you all kinds of businesses that have it on there. And what you're going to pick up on is that it doesn't matter what your building looks like, it's what your sign says out front. So it's just a matter of changing the signs and all of that. The third segment was going to be on, but I mentioned it so many times throughout the others, we've had businesses go out of business for the past 5 years and more. Helgen quit making buildings, American Model Builders went out of business. We just had all of these businesses that went out. When they go out, they take all their buildings with them. All the Bachman Spectrums, all the old AHMs, all those. So you're going to get to see some of that as I go through it and show you. And like I said, you're going to grab a lot of money, okay, in the beginning. And you're going to go to these train shows with a different perspective on looking at kits. It's just like the guy that looks underneath the table and here's a box of scenery that's overflowing and everything you'll ever use. It's got $10 on it. Yeah, that's good, but I'm not ready for scenery yet, so I'm going to wait. And he walks away, and where are you going to find that again? Quite probably never. So when you look under the table and you see a box of scenery for $10, buy it. Put it in storage, do whatever you need to do, because you're going to need that eventually. Okay? It's called prevention. So, you know, with that, the last, what is it? The last segment of this, I don't know if you were in St. Louis this weekend. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this was this weekend. Okay, what is it? It's the prototype show, the 17th St. Louis Railroad Prototype Modelers Meet Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It only used to be 2 days. This is why we're the largest in the United States. July 18, 19, and 20, we had to bump it up a week because the Gateway Center had something planned. It's at the Gateway Center in Collinsville. It's a convention center in Collinsville, Illinois, right across the river from the St. Louis Arch. I think it's maybe, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes away? And this year's conference theme was One for the Ages, the art of weathering your models to your era. Okay? And there's a little bit of a blurb of what he's going to do for next year at the very end of the segment. This is hosted by Lonnie Bathurst, Jeff Keebler, Mark Lewis, David Lowell, Brian McQuitty, and Dave Rader. And it's co-sponsored by the Gateway Division of NMRA, who were there. You're going to see everybody was there. Look at these clinics. I mean, you can't see that, and there's no way I could scan that or put that or whatever. But how many clinics? Okay, you know what? Doesn't matter, because he's going to tell you at the very interview that we do with Lonnie and Jeff. So, you know what? You better be there next year. They've already got the date set, and they're going to tell you what that is in the interview. So, you know what? Let's start now. For this segment of Let's Learn Things, and I'm trying to yell because we're kind of outside and what's going on. This is Jared. He works at the Alton and Southern Railroad, and he's going to give me and my dad a tour this morning. And boy, I'll tell you, wait till you see this setup. This is really something. How long you been with the Alton and Southern?
Oh, about 17 years.
17 years, okay? So he knows where everything's at, and he's going to take us there. So here we go.
Such a younger guy that he would watch and he was probably pretty smart. And so we had a guy by the name of Dave Price who ran a coal business and all of this. And he didn't have mail delivery in those days. You had to go to the post office to get your mail. So he'd always just come up, leave the truck running and everything, and he'd jump in, go in, get his business. Has a roundhouse like that now too. Yeah. You can't see it, but it's back over behind.
I haven't really seen a lot of these in the yard.
I think they only have one switching yard now. And I don't know whether they ever use the pump anymore. Do they, John? I never did see them use the pump.
I think they usually, well, you might know more. They might, I think they try to do switching, like flat switches.
Yeah, that's what I would watch. I don't see that flat switch.
So there's the trains. These ones just take like, let's say, 22 by 26 by 38.
Yeah.
Take out the spaces basically. Flips over there, puts up, brake. There's a bunch of oil.
I don't have any refrigerant
It's like those.
You'd get called out for an icy car, and 75 cents an hour. But I got to go up to National City because my dad had a little bit of contact. I got paid a whole $1 an hour. And I had
Big money back then.
I had a regular shift. 40-hour a week. In those days, it didn't take much out. I think my check was like $39.35 or something. That was pretty good. And that was probably the best thing that ever happened. Because someone built up my body. I
There's that service.
Okay, that was incredible. We saw everything. We saw some things. We loved seeing that new Union Pacific boxcar, and then when it was tagged, we got to see the hump. We got to see everything there, and Jared knew where to go. He took us up into the building and showed us the layout that he works at. Nothing like it used to be, but look at all that electronics. So Jared, thank you so much for letting us do this and taking us up to there and see that. And I hope everybody enjoyed that tour. So we'll see you next time on Let's Learn Things. Good morning, YouTubers. Look where I'm at. Yep, it's the Iron Spike Outdoor Market. There's only one problem. I'm the only one here. There's nobody here. What time is it? What time? 7:26. Oh, this ain't supposed to start at 10. There is a sign in the door. It says Market Saturday, June 15th. There's nobody here. It's 7:26. Shouldn't you be setting up? Well, I'm going to stay here until it gets too hot, and then I'm going to have to leave. Sure hope somebody gets here by then. Well, I'm the only one here other than them, and just not getting anybody here, so it's probably going to be a short day and a no sale day. But, well, we're here. We tried. Well, we're back at base camp, and I think the heat was just too much. I was the only one there besides them. It was just not very good. So we're going to try again maybe in August, I think it is. Because, of course, on their September 20th is the prototype show at Collinsville. So, well, you know, you got to go, you got to see, you never know what you're going to find or what's going to happen. I made a whole $3, paid her 10, so better luck next time. Well, for this segment of Let's Learn Things, I've been saying I've been going to do this for a long time here since I started looking and working on these things. We're going to have some segments, and the first segment is going to deal with train stations. The different ones that are out there, the different ones that are no longer available, and you're hunting like squirrel hunting when you're at the train shows, and you do some bad decisions, and then finally it starts to click and you get the good ones. The next segment is going to be on what do you have in your town, and what consummates a town, a city, and such, a village. So what do you need in there? And we're going to go through that, and then The last segment that we're going to get to is going to deal with, well, when a model company goes out of business and no one takes them over, well, you lose all those buildings that they made. And there's going to be several companies that are going to be covered, and you're going to hear things that are going to scare you, and now you're going to be at a train show with about twice to 3 times the money you have, and you're going to be looking for these kits. Whether they are in a kit farm and sealed in a box, or someone, well, they put it together, at least we can say that. Or, hey, this is really put together well, this is really nice, this is, yeah, okay, so let's go to companies. Well, we all know about microengineering, and we all know that they were talking about going out of business. And a group of individuals from, I believe it's Macon, Missouri now took them over, and I received in the mail, because I'm a dealer, so I get this in the mail. And we have 2 price lists. We have something that is called the wholesale price, and we have something that is called the retail price. And upon looking at some of these retail prices, which, I mean, if you get into the wholesale price, understand what's going on right now. We're at July 5th is when this is being made. July 5th of 2024, and a lot of things have happened, and a lot of things are about to happen that a lot of people aren't going to understand. But during this period of time, I want you to understand why we're looking at prices the way they are today. Everything has doubled, tripled, and quadrupled in price, to the point where you can't go out to eat anymore. You splurge maybe once a month, because that bill for 2 people is going to be $50. No matter where you go, well, I don't eat certain foods. I don't go to certain places, okay? But the places that I do go have doubled, tripled, and quadrupled their price, to where, well, I'm sorry, we just can't come back here. You've lost your mind. So I don't have that kind of cash, and neither does anybody else. And I've seen these places. I'm not going to mention names, but I will say I went into one restaurant, and there were, you know, you have tables. Out of, I don't know how many tables they have, 35, 40? 4. So that tells you what's going on. And it doesn't make sense when you have to make a new menu, because making a new menu is at least $1,500 in printing. Why would you do that? So, telling that you've run out of things. How about a restaurant and right across the street is a Walmart, and you say you ran out of lettuce? Well, then I looked. Manager, cook, and waitress, and that's all the people that were in there. Wow. So, on this retail, for instance, at Microengineering, the modern structures called Murphy Manufacturing is retailing at $28, and your wholesale price is $16.80. Okay. If you look at the kit, there's one thing that, well, I mean, if it happens before, or we don't know after, but when the pricing system is monitored, you're not going to be able to do things like this. Okay. I went to the back page, and we Wheelworks vehicles, which I believe you have to put these things together. They're kits. Retail on a 34 Ford pickup truck is $20, and our cost is $12. Can you see that? So don't. That's why everybody goes to train shows. That's why everybody looks at a train show. And I've talked to several. We just talked to some people who went up to Galesburg to that train show and privy to information that they may not be there next year in that location. They're going to go somewhere else which has air conditioning. We will talk about all of that in another podcast, but you know what? I need to put in a railroad station. What am I going to do? Where am I going to get it? That starts right now. So here is the location. All right, so this is on the layout that I have, and this is the location of the train station where it's going to be and such. So I know this is going to be discussed on a Ken Patterson video, but for right now I'm just going to touch on this, and that is the effect of this being a station made by Lifelike, but you can't get that anymore. Okay, made in Denmark. So you're going to have to look around. I don't even know what this is called. This is the rear of the station with this for the pulling in stuff and now, and this of course is the front. There's your entrance. Okay, all right, so where are my tracks? Well, my tracks are back here. Okay, so I've got to have a platform to get up to those tracks. Okay, and then I've got the station. Well, the problem that's going to be discussed is the idea of if you put your trains back here and then you put your station here, your station blocks your trains. And vice versa, if you put your trains here, which way are you looking at that on your layout? Okay, there'd be nothing back here, so that's supposed to be toward the town and whatever. You have to do something with your backdrop, and then your track is going to be up here. Well, that's in front of the station. So that's going to be a problem that's going to be discussed, and we don't really know where that's going to go yet. But here is what we have right now. So I have a platform back here, and then I picked this station up at a train show. And a train show is where everybody buys their stuff. Okay? Unless you have a credit card that goes to $50,000, this is where people are buying their train items. So here is one station that we have been considering. This I picked up at a show in St. Laborie, and this is a wood kit, and it is a freight station. Well, the same thing applies. Where's your track? Okay, so I look and okay, there's doors there, and well, there's these doors back here. This seems to be the front of the building, so okay, well then that means that this goes back like that. Okay, so that would be my freight station. Well, the other, this one is not completed, but this is the Pola, okay, and it is designed to look like this. Of course, that's all European. So we decided that we would just do American, and so we changed a few things, and also found out that in this kit that I had bought there were pieces missing, so I had to make my own. But that's what this is, and this is Pola HO, and I'm not real sure if this is even available anymore. So, well, what other stations? What other stations can we come up with? Where are we going to get these? Okay, what company went out of business? All right. Well, recently you heard about American Model Builders who went out of business. Okay, I'm going to show you two kits, and then I'm going to show you them built and done correctly. Okay, so as we know, this one is actually Alexander scale models. All right. I don't think these people are in business anymore, but you can look it up. This is kit number A-7622, wood structure kit, so it's a laser kit. I have not opened this, so I don't know what's in it, but New York Central Freight Station. Okay. This is the exact same thing, because you don't know if you're going to mess the first one up, or when you do get it done, maybe you need a freight house to go with it. General Service Building. Alright, well, here's the company that's no longer in business, American Model Builders. And Walthers is sold out of every kit. Some dealer went in and bought every kit they had. And so these are laser kits. This is the General Service Building. And again, what you'll find out throughout these segments that we do, it just depends on what sign you put on the building. Okay, so here is this one, and that one is gone. Here's another one. Santa Fe #1 standard one-story depot, shortened version. Okay. This is the, what is this? Line side structure kit number 701 that doesn't even have a name, and that looks like it said, is a series of multi-purpose general service buildings designed to fit a variety of structural needs. So again, whatever you want that to be, whatever sign you put on it, that's what it's going to be. This one here is the Great Northern Combination Depot, and that, again, they're gone. This is the West Burlington Depot. Okay, and that's also gone. Well, what do they look like if they're done correctly? Well, here you go. Nice paint, nice structure, details are added, all the paint is there, and this is a wood kit. Okay, we've even got a pigeon sitting up here. Pawnee Rock, Santa Fe. Little details everywhere. It is a wood kit. Here's the other one. Rutledge, Santa Fe. Again, all done correctly. This has got a bottom on it, so the roof, look at that, he put the walls in. So now you can put the Woodland Scenics plug system in here and light your building. Way back here in the corner, whoops, I hit the camera, sorry about that. I'm by myself. Okay, so here we go. This is way back. This is something, this is a kit that I bought way back in the 70s. And I have had this, I believe the year was probably around 1976 or 1977. And that started out as a Tyco kit, and of course everybody bought and sold molds, and before you know it, it finally got discontinued. But that is my very first kit, and that top part is actually got wood stain on it. Well, let's look at some other stations. So this has to do with the idea of buildings that are out of production. Okay? This is not out of production. Okay? This is the Walthers train line, and it is Iron Ridge Station. But what does that station look like to you? Remember Arley Station and the other ones that followed? This is their version of that. This is a Bachmann kit from way back when. This is the Train Town. That was the train town. You could get different buildings. And this is the passenger station. That kit is sealed also. Here's another sealed kit. This is gone. Concore. Okay. And that is the red station. And of course, I'm going to show you this station done a different way also. Nope, that's not it. When it got changed, when they changed designs and all, here's Atlas version of the what they call passenger station. Silver Series Plasticville, Rural Station, and then this was traded, this was done, and this had all kinds of different names put on it. Lifelike. Remember that station? Okay. How about a company that decides we can make more money if we sell them separately? So here is the Mission style depot with freight house. Okay, both these buildings were in one kit, and I will tell you that these did not sell well at all. So why we come up with this idea, I don't know. Let's divide it. Let's put the Mission Depot in one building, completely redo the entire thing to make it look actually more American than the other Santa Fe did, and put the freight house in a different box. Clarksville Depot. That's not here anymore either. But there's another one there. Now the Amtrak station started in this blue box. Okay? And then it changed. And people looked at this and said it's too big. It won't fit on my layout. Once I hear somebody say that, I know that I'm not talking to a true model railroader. Because a true model railroader would know what to do. And that is shrink it. Shrink it down. And I'm also going to show you what you can do with the Amtrak station when it went out of business and somebody else bought it. That's in another segment. See how this was cut down? That's what a true model railroader would know what to do and how to do it. Union Pacific Style Depot. Okay. This comes assembled. This comes, one of these is actually a Woodland Scenics knockoff, and Golden Valley Depot. And like I said, it doesn't really matter. You know, it can be Golden Valley, it can be Valley Park, it can be anything that you want it to be. It's just the sign that makes a difference. Everybody remembers Whitehall Station. These kits were actually brought back due to popular demand. So this is Whitehall Station. Remember that one? Remember City Station? That big thing? Big old passenger depot on the end of it. This one just came out. Pennsylvania System Bricks Combination Station. These all make for nice little hometown stations. What if you're modern? There we go. Modern brick. Modern brick Santa Fe station. Well, it doesn't have to be Santa Fe. It can be anybody. And if it is too big, as said, model railroaders know how to cut things down, make them fit. Modern suburban station. Now, if you really look at this kit, okay, if you really look at this kit, you're going to see that this can be more than just a station. This could be a restaurant, this can be a business, this can be anything that you want it to be, just based on maybe you change the front a little bit. But whatever sign that you put on this building is what it's going to be. Before I show you the last item and tell you the story about that, I'm going to show you this one. Now this is Model Power. Here's another company that went out of business, and if you have one of these, I'm willing to pay up to $15 for it, and I'll pick it up at the train shows. I'm looking. I got the box. There wasn't anything in the box, so I'm looking for this station. So let's talk about the disaster. I feel sorry for what I put Walthers through, but I'm going to tell you, their people in China made this happen. Okay? Their people in China made this thing happen. Their people in China didn't know how to package this item. And there is a part right here. And this part is number 4. And when you open the package, number 4 is broken off of the sprue because the sprue's no good. Okay? So you think that this is not there. We went through just hell trying to get this to work. We got in this kit here, and I said, well, maybe I'll go down. I'll order one from Walthers. Well, that was the one I ordered from Walthers that had the part problem. Oh, they thought they had a major disaster, and so did I. And then I went down and got mine. Mine had the same problem. Where's number 4? Well, then we found out what was wrong. Love these things. This is number 4. This is where it should be right here. Look at this, folks. This is the sprue. Okay? This is the sprue. Here's the edge. Why would you put a part outside when it should be inside? So all of number 4's broke off in transit and fell into the bag, and you're not seeing it, especially when your directions are as bad as these are. Okay? I knew something wasn't right when I saw this picture. Then I open it up. There's no diagram here, folks. These are just pictures that show, and it's overexposed, and you can't see it. You can't tell what's going on there. And this was all the way through. Well, that was just one. So I opened up the kit of another one, and guess what I found? Well, we still don't have a diagram, but at least we've got some pictures that we can see. But that's not a diagram, so that's not really going to help us. Okay? You don't change the rules halfway through the game. Okay? So that's what we got, and that's what the disaster was. And finally, we figured out what was wrong. And after 2 kits, we figured out what was wrong, got it fixed, went to build it. I was building it, and I went to a train show, and guess what I found? I bought a box of buildings. Okay? I bought a box of buildings for $20. This kit retails for $60. I went to a train show. This was in the bottom of a box. Bottom of a box, built with all of these extras on it. Look at this kit. I put this on eBay for, I believe, $45. And I said, make an offer. Nothing. Nothing looked at this. Nobody looked, didn't understand what they were looking at or anything. All the brick has been done. You get this kit, none of this brick is done. Okay? All these little extras that are there, look at this. Stuff here, soda machine. That's $6.95 by itself for what? 4 machines? Mailbox, police box, not to mention the people that are there. Here's a place to sit, bench, here's a trash can, here's this. This is a Wheelworks. That's what, $6.50? Telephone booth, that's also in another kit, $6.50. Here's a fire plug, here's the people. Glass is in it. Okay? Not only did they do the glass, but they put in window shades. They put window shades in this building. Okay? Got a solid bottom. But then, here's my problem. Because where did I want this to go? I wanted this to go on my layout. Well, guess what? This is the rear of the building. And I had already built the rear of the building. Which means I have to get into cutting and doing all this. That's not going to happen. There's no door back here. A door would have to be cut in. I don't have the tools for that. So, this entire project went out the window when I turned the building around and saw the rear of it. Because that's not going to fit in my layout and such. Okay? So, wow. Wow. So here we go. What station are you going to get? And of course the main, before you make a decision, you got to know which track you're on. Okay? So if your track is out front, your building's got to be in the back. If your track's out back, your building's got to be in the front. And you got to figure all that out before you start looking to see what station and then what type of station. And if you're wanting anything at all that has to do with a wood kit of some sort or whatever, as I said, these people are out of business and their kits are gone. So if you're at a show, you need to look for these. Okay? I don't pay crackhead prices for anything that I buy, but if you find anything like that, yes, you need to buy that. This is Alexander scale models, and it even has a website. Let's go to the website and let's just see what's there. All right, let's go there and find out. It is www.Alexander scale models. I put the L in there. Scale, M-O-D-E-L-S .com. This domain, AlexanderScaleModels.com, has expired. So I was correct in saying that also, that these people are also out of business. So that means that if you find some of these kits at a show, you better be buying them, because these people are going out of business left and right. Well, that's going to do it for this segment of Let's Learn Things on what do I do for a train station, where are my tracks at, all the research done with that. You can come to any train show. Some of these kits I put out. I can get Walthers to you for 20% off the retail price. And of course, I've always got Walther kits that I bought somewhere else and I didn't pay retail. So Dirk's Trains is what you're looking for. We have blinking lights all of the time, and that's where you go to get your bargains. So that's going to do it for this segment of Let's Learn Things. Our next segment is going to be, well, what do I need for a village, a town, a city? What buildings do I need? Necessity. That's the next segment coming up on Let's Learn Things. All right, Let's Learn Things, Part 2. All right, so we're going to talk about buildings that have been discontinued along with the companies. But if you got a beginner around, if you want to get them real fast, you can always pause this. I found on the internet under the nmra.org beginners-guide, the beginner's guide. We are constantly looking for things to do together as a family. Well, that's what Dirk's Trains promotes. Reynolds Railways did the same thing for 9 years, and we promote model railroading as a family hobby. Well, that's for the families that are still together, okay? So I know that hurts to hear that too. And a family is a mother, a father, and children. It won't work any other way. So here we have Pop, age 88, sharing his layout room with 2 of his grandsons and 3 of his many great-grandchildren. It goes through that model railroading is educational, and I don't know how many times I've stated this. The history of it, railroads reflect the times they operated in and vice versa. Building a model railroad learning about prototype railroads, their times and their settings. Railroads were and are equally important in the histories of other countries. Wow, go outside the United States and see what they did. Basic carpentry and electrical skills. Now, of course, today we have YouTube, but, you know, we didn't. Economics. Railroads are economic entities. They move raw materials and manufacture goods from place to place. The patterns of these movements are all driven by economics. Model building, oh man, have we seen that. I've bought buildings You know, I buy a box of buildings. There are some good ones in that. And then there are some that, you know what, if you don't know how to build a building, ask somebody. Okay? Don't put buildings together with hot glue. Artistic techniques. Oh my gosh. Building scenery, weathering cars. The prototype show's coming up, folks. Require a bit of an artistic touch, but we can learn how to do that. On July 19th and 20th of this month, I hope I get this podcast out by then, but we'll be at the podcast, or we'll be at the podcast. We'll have the podcast at the show, but we can learn that we don't always need a perfect rendition of something. Sometimes all we did is give the impression. They talk about scenery like for the backdrops, and conducting research, logical thought and planning. Too much track looks like spaghetti. 3D and spatial visualization. We have 3D printing now. Develops manual skills. The dexterity, you know, hand-eye coordination. Basic engineering. Well, you know, engineering means you got to build it, but also engineering is, okay, that plan looks real good, but will it fit where I want it to go, and how do I do that? And then geography of where this railroad's at. The internet and the web. That'll get you going right there. How about social aspects? Getting together with your group of buddies to do that. Going to train shows and talking to people. And then, of course, look up the NMRA. Maybe that can help you. Okay? So, those are just some out of the beginner guide. Well, the heart of this is something that we call, this one is called 29 Best Small Town Business Ideas for 2024. Okay? So, this, you know, what do you need? What do you need for your town? Well, you need a bank. How about a car wash? How about a funeral home? How about a gas station? Oh, good God, there's all these things. A pharmacy? A bakery? The bar? A diner? How about a farmer's market? How about an ice cream parlor? How about a microbrewery? How about an orchard? Where's your barber shop at? Where's your beauty salon at? That's your hair salon. Maybe doing nails and stuff. How about a nail salon? How about that dog that run through that skunk and whatever? Veterinarian practice. The vet. Where's your vet? Where's your walk-in clinic? How about a bed and breakfast? How about a clothing boutique? How about a flea market? Novelty store? Get anywhere for an airport or stuff like that? How about a skydiving business? Have a picture of a guy that's splattered on the ground? Souvenir shop? Used book shop? Wine tour business. We've got that in Herman, Missouri. That's just some of them. We got another comprehensive, but I'm looking at my battery, and my battery says I'm going to die, so you better replace me. So, let's do that. Okay, we replaced Mr. Battery. Alright, so this one's a little bit longer because this actually has, I believe this is 50. Okay? Now, you can always pause these things and go get a pencil and paper and write this down, or get your laptop in front of you and type this in as I go along. Okay? I keep hitting the camera, sorry. Okay. Here we go. If you want to write these down. Grocery store. Where are you going to find that? Okay, well, Walters has just got one coming out, and that's supposed to be here. Convenience store, that's 7-Eleven. Those shows. The gas station, like we talked. The pharmacy, like we talked. How about a hardware store? Remember what I told you about those buildings? All you got to do is put a different sign on it, and that's it. How about a garden center? How about a coffee shop? And if you've been to the prototype show last year, I brought in and showed what they were doing to these old gas stations and service stations and converting them into those types of deals. Your DPM buildings are perfect for these. There's even updated DPM that you can get, Small Town USA you can get, and you get the coffee shop, a diner, fast food restaurant. Well, I mean, we've got Kentucky Fried Chicken, I know that, but you can make several others, especially if you find an old McDonald's. I wouldn't eat that, but fine dining restaurant, that's a kit conversion from anything. Specialty restaurant, Chinese, Japanese, German, it just goes on. Pizza parlor. Well, everybody looks for those Pizza Huts, all right? But you don't need necessarily that. It's just, here's the building, slap the sign. Carry-out restaurant. Chinese is known for that. A sports bar. Wine or cocktail bar. An ice cream shop. They used to make a Baskin Robbins, so look around at the train shows, you might find one. The bakery. How about a theater? How about a theater? Check this out. How about that for a theater? The Majestic Theater, and I believe this is a branch line kit. I don't know if it's still available or not, but with a little bit of electronics, you can put this in there, and the electronics is nothing more than a board anyway, and 3 AAA batteries. I'm not real sure what that's from, because there's like 2 other connections or whatever. You can make like 3 blinking buildings out of that, but just with a little bit of electronics, you can really do a good job on a theater. Now, of course, this one I wanted back in the 30-40 era, and that's why the paint looks like that. So let's continue. Okay, so continuing right along is how about a health food store? And we talked about beauty salon. How about an auto repair shop? You can get all kinds of kits for that. The car wash. Pet grooming center. Not a vet, a pet grooming center. Pet supply shop. That's more modern than it is anything. Handyman service. Plumbing service. Electrical service. HVAC service. How about a landscaping service? How about cleaning service? A gym. Not a high school gym. A gym you go work out at. So, do they make a YMCA? I don't know. Yoga studio. A dry cleaner. Clothing store. Toy store. I believe there's a hobby shop store in here too, and then we know where to get that. Gift shop. Bookstore. Thrift shop. How about a florist? How about daycare? Where are you putting the rugrats? Real estate agency. Tech repair service. That's computers. Okay. You could also take that back to the 60s and have electronic repair so they could do stereo receivers, TVs, stuff like that. The funeral home, event venue. Well, you get a plastruct building, put it together. Bed and breakfast. One of those painted ladies that was made by IHC. Travel agency. Financial planning service. Those are more mall, although I've seen them like in homes. Insurance company. Photography studio. Health clinic. So you can get these, and you can get buildings that can be, you know, you can get those and get those from a lot of buildings that we get. So take a look at those. Look, the ones that were written down, you can go back and review for the 29. But those were the two lists that I had, was a 50 and a 29. And you can get these off the internet also. Okay, so let's just take a look. Let's take a look at some of these building ideas. Okay, like for instance, this is supposed to be a motorcycle dealership, and of course, you know, since that was a novelty item that was made, of course this isn't available anymore. This was actually made by Walthers, because if you look at that kit, what kit is that? Yep, Walshagers. Okay. This you can get. This one's actually sealed. This is IHC, and this is the airport with that. Well, look on the back of all the buildings that they used to make. So we've lost all these. We've lost a locomotive maintenance building, a schoolhouse, country church, 2 suburban houses, a farmhouse, Texaco service station, operating gravel loader, Cheyenne coal bunker, sand tower, watering bridge, cement factory, signal bridge, and then they had these things that they called shopping centers. Okay, Fast Photo, Charisma Fashions, Dino's Pizza, Cards and Gifts, Health Aids. I mean, it just went on and on. The brownstone mansions. They were called gingerbread when they had them. Okay, so those are painted ladies. Those are in San Francisco. And then down here, it's got brownstone mansions. So if you're doing New York or whatever, there you go. Model Power goes out, and look what they took out with them. Look at that. West End Shopping Center. Then on the back, well, here's some more that they took with them. They took out the Wonder Chair Factory, the Dual Local Shed, Shell Service Station, which was actually released by, I believe, Bachman got it, and they released it together. American Foundry, I think that was released together, and I do think that this one was released together also. I don't know about the other two. Thruway Truck Stop. This is sealed. This is a sealed kit. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to go down and get that. This is a sealed kit, Thruway Truck Stop. That's gone. And of course on the back, here we go. Now I'm going to go down and get this one kit and bring it up, because actually you have it. This is Modern House, the truck stop, Lenny's Clam Box. I'll go get that for you. And 2-story house, and administration office and factory complex. I know where I can get that if you want that. And then twin loco shed and railroad platforms. Okay. Let me go get the clam shop. I bought this at a train show, I don't know how long ago, okay? But this is the clam shop. I only do HO, so if you're wondering. But that's Lenny's Clam Shop right there, okay? And again, as you're going to see in this segment, all you're doing is changing a sign. That means that that building can be whatever you want it to be. Atlas HO Drive-In. I think this is still available. I'm not real sure on that either. This kit is sealed, and of course, I like when they put on the back because then you get to see the things they took away from you. This thing that is called the roadside restaurant, Atlas changed that from that Howard Johnson. They got the lumber yard and office. I don't know how many people bought that and redid it. The produce market. And we have the contemporary diner. I'm looking for that. And the car wash. So, you know, this is what I say. If they go out of business, they take something really good. Here's Laser. Here's American Model Builder. Took out Springfield Cafe. That's gone. Here's the AHM version. Revell had it first, then AHM got it, and I don't even know who had it afterward. Remember this one? This is sealed. Okay? So you get all of that in there. American Model Builders, look what they took. Hillview Volunteer Fire Does that look like Ghostbusters maybe? Something like that? But they took that away too. That's gone. So we need a bank. Well, here's a big one. This is Lifelike. Nothing on the back, but this is Lifelike. Nothing on the back, but they got it on the sides. So here's this. And then on the side, you can get Freeze Ice Cream Drive-In, Woodland Police Station, and Hampton Firehouse. This was all Lifelike. And we've all seen the engine house, I'm sorry, the fire engine house and the police station. We always see that. That's been bought and sold by everybody, and we always see that at train shows. But this other one is Freeze Ice Cream Drive-In. Well, see, Lifelike decided they were going to do McDonald's, and they released McDonald's. They didn't ask for permission or anything like that. I don't even think they knew. And they got sued, and they said, you take that off right now. You have to get all your kits from your dealers and all that. That was a joke. But anything on your shelf they had. So what they did is they pulled everything off their shelf and they changed it, and that is the exact same building when you're talking about the ice cream place. It's just changed into an ice cream Velvet Freeze. Again, Pola. Okay, and again, they're gone. This is a church. This was made, oh, that's where that cross goes. Okay. So this is the church, and that is another kit that's gone. You can't get that anywhere. And of course the station that was sitting on the layout, that's a Lifelike. Don't even know what the name of this station is, but there it is. A wood kit that somebody built. Here is another one. This is from way back when also. And I believe made in Taiwan, ROC, Republic of China. So this is probably a Lifelike or something like that, but Westminster Bank. This back one is income tax. Remember we talked about financial planning and that, so there's your income tax. This has been re-released And now Walthers has it and has a ridiculous price on it. But you can get these at train shows left and right for about $5 or less. I got this because it was so well done. Dry goods. Look at the paint job. Convenience store, remember that? There's your convenience store. And I'm going to run some pictures of all this at the very end of this segment, so you can see other ideas. This we would call this like a department. Remember when we had department stores? So and this, I just think this is some farmer's house or whatever, but this was made out of wood, and that's all hand carved. That's all hand carved stone. I thought it was a magnificent model. So those are some that you can get at shows, which is where I got those. Here is another. We're going to wait for the end on this one. So, making a diorama. Okay? So here is a gas station. I don't think that kit's available anymore. And, you know, you get 3D printing, you get the gas pumps and the station sign. And there you have a diorama. Remember what I said about the Amtrak station? Well, this is the Amtrak station. Okay? And then I changed it. I changed it into Steve's Steakhouse. Okay? Gave it a paint job, did the windows inside and all that other really good stuff. And then I added the roof texture with, I believe that's from Walthers also. And then the Walthers air conditioner and vent systems, and put that on top. So changing the Amtrak station into an eating facility, a restaurant. Okay. All right. This is what I do. I go on the internet and I just sit on eBay and put in buildings and just start looking for buildings that, you know, aren't available anymore. And I ran across this thing. It's a wood laser kit. It is called the kit number SS105 M&J Service Station. And it is from GC Laser Innovations. I think GC is still in business, but I don't think this is made anymore. Let's go find out. All right, back at the trusty computer. Knock on wood. Here we go. All right, so let's just go to the exact. It even has a www, so we'll go www.GCLASERinnovations.com. Okay, maybe Dirk needs to learn how to spell. That would probably help. Let's try again. www.GCLASERINNOVATIONS.com. Oh, let's see. Either I'm doing something wrong. Well, I'm not hitting the keys, apparently. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Well, you put it in correctly and it comes up. So here we go. This is, they have an automated also, but apparently it's on sale. They have the HO scale Carbondale Passenger Depot, and they have that on sale for $425. Oh, let me get that out of my wallet. Okay, so let's see here. I wonder if I put in a number. It says search. So let's put in SS105. There is nothing. Let's go for service station. Okay. All right, I want to show you something here because this is still made. Okay? This is still made. All right, now you better sit down. Okay, this is one of those companies that double, triple, and quadrupled. This had a retail of $79.95. Are you ready for this? Here it is, right here. This is now $106. Really? $106. I can't wait for the AI to get a hold of that. Okay? So, this has always been a very expensive company. I mean, you're talking about I don't know, is there an HO? They have backdrop, details, brick sheets, shingles, and ridge cap lumber load structures. The cube system, whatever that, let's go see what cube system is. Okay, so it's putting cubes together and making a building. And then they have, these are just cubes that are put together, and $106, $132. This has always been an out of their mind company. Even when we tried to order from Walthers and all. So just like, I don't, if I get too close, I think something's going to happen to the computer. I don't know, but we'll see. This is what I'm looking at. This one is 77, this one's 47, this one's 21, 51, 33, 32, 14, 33, 97. Oh, they have more than 6 sheets. Let's go to number 6 and see what that is. Let's see, we've got an old Harley's Hardware, which looks like from the West, 55. Quonset Resident is 54. So you can just see that this is, they're completely, oh, here we go. We'll go up to 9. Let's see what 9 is. 53 for a windmill. That's the last page. Here is a HO scale DuQuoin passenger house. $332. So that's just completely insane. They have military. There's not. They hardly have any things you can see because there's no pictures. These are new. What is this? This is a Blucher Glue Works. Do you know they make glue out of horses? $77 here. And Garage and Coupe, $47. Okay, let's go back to page 1 and see what that was. Okay, so I clicked. Yeah, this is that's way out of my price range. But that's what we're talking about, is what's going to happen when, you know, you're looking at all this stuff, but can you get it? And then, you know, if you can get it, how much is this going to cost you? I can tell you right there that there is no way that anybody is going to be able to afford that stuff. Okay, unless you got a credit card with $50,000 on it. So, those are the buildings that we were talking about. Like I said, some of these companies have gone out of business. Some of these buildings you can't get. So if you're at a train show, folks, I wouldn't pay crackhead price for it, but you know, if I could get, like for instance, the West End Shopping, I got that for $15. Now I put that together in a bundle, and I didn't pay $15, I paid $10. So, you know, that's what you need to do when you do these things. So I think that's going to wrap up this segment of Let's Learn Things. And
God bless, we're breath in these lungs. Life too short to play it on speed run. Only get one different. Go! Target like a matador. Come on, I'm ready to go get it like a Labrador. Dog days done and I'm tired of the tug of war. Broke off the leash and I ain't going back no more. I've been better ever after like Barrymore. Hold up, let me reset. Living in the matrix, used to sequence. I cracked the code, popped out the subnet. Walk around like I found a 20, that's a dubstep. Living in the moment, did you notice that ain't up yet? You can put the pressure on me, I ain't dropping one sweat. Used to be stressed hard, beating like a drum set. Breathe, stretch, let it go. Everybody need a refresh, go.
How we doing? Yep. Yeah. It's a cyber attack on the entire world. You're what? it's that time again. It's the prototype show up in Collinsville at the Gateway Center. It's a week earlier in July this year, and there's quite a bit here this year. We're still waiting for some to get here. They'll come tomorrow also, because you know they work on Friday, so Saturday will be more models here that you can come and see. Back in that, I wrote the B-roll to you on how many vendors. We have two special things this year. One is what we call the library hall. All the people that sell books, magazines, pictures, whatever, extra. The guy with some brass is out there in the hall because he normally does magazines and books and stuff like that. And so inside of here, since we moved everybody out there, inside here, we opened up, and Lonnie will tell us all about this tomorrow when we interview him, but we've added a bunch of vendors back here in this middle section. So as you saw as I walked through, and all this is here, we've got a bunch of manufacturers here. We've got all kinds of things. We've got learning stations here. This is something to see. So mark your calendars. Let's see where my little thing is. Because this year we're here July 18th, 19th, and 20th. And next year we're going to be here 1 week later. Okay, they've already got all that lined up. This is your farm you can pick up front. It's $35 for both days, $25 for Sunday. This is not a train show, it's a specialty show. Okay, so you get a nice program, tells you what's going on. I mean, all kinds of clinics are in here, learning stations are in here. We've got exhibitor, vendor, door prize donors are all listed in here. Historical societies are listed here. And then they've got some layouts that you can go see. You can go see last night, tonight, and I'm not sure on Saturday, but I don't know yet. It's something to see. And we have the largest show in the St. Louis area. We have the largest show in the entire United States. So you need to come see this. So let's go see the rest of that show. So before all the people get here, we're going to go around and we're going to see all the models that are here. So did you fast forward through any of this? There are a lot of models here. Not as much as we had last year though. But I can tell you this, that this video, you have to come to this show to see this, because this camera can't even pick up what's been done to these models. They are expertly done. So you just have to come and look at it, because the camera's not going to do anything. So we're on day 2, and we will then see what is going to happen today. And then later on, we've got an interview to do, and that will pretty well wrap up Let's Learn Things with the 2024 prototype show in Collinsville at the Gateway Center. So I seem to be having problems with shoes. Yesterday, I don't know what was on this floor, or maybe I stepped in something outside that was a chemical spill, and it ate the bottom of those pair of boots. Those will have to be thrown away. I put another pair of boots on this morning, and the right sole fell off of one of them. And so now my father is on his way up here with a pair of shoes for me. I don't understand this, but I've lost my boots. So as soon as my shoes get here, then we'll take a tour of the vendor and learning stations and display area where manufacturers came in and all that, and we'll do that as soon as my shoes get here. The shoes are here, so let's go. There's Bachman Trains. Here's the size. That's the top oscillating on diesels. Look at the size of this thing.
But I've never been able to find one.
We know these people too, so.
On the building. That's awesome. So, so at Ken's train store, Big Ten. Big Ten. The warehouse is all the way in the back.
Look at that guy making deals on the phone even.
How's it going?
Jeff Otto. And we have a learning station here too. Look at this track. And the camera can't even show the detail of what he's done
The
here.
Roadmaster series, tie plates, cast frogs, diamonds.
Like I said, you got to come to the show to see this stuff. Cameras can't do it. Go back in the corner. That's Union Station, folks.
Alright, I got it.
This is an estate sale.
Don't want to do something. They also don't do real estate.
Depends how fast the factory goes. But they're when I get back on Sunday, Monday, I send the final revisions to the factory so they can do the production. They'll make like the blue one.
We know this guy too.
Yes, sir, we do. And he's a friendly guy, and he loves dirt rentals. That's what he does. Yeah.
10 acres.
Too heavy to carry. Yeah, it was crazy. Good times, right?
have the largest show in the United States. This is like this every year. And of course that other room, we're gonna go see the clinic rooms, and we're not even finished yet. This is what they're referring to as the library hall, H-A-L-L, and we're gonna walk down this. Take a look at this. Focus. There he is. Now he's focused.
All right.
That's Library Hall. You'll see the check-in, and then we're going to look at the clinic rooms.
Just yeah, survey thing at the end. Put the tickets you gave me on
Those are the clinic rooms. They have been completely updated electronically and comfortably, and this entire place has been redone. So as you can see, there's a private event area also, and of course that's the hall back down there that leads to everything else. So you've basically seen the entire show, and like I said, that's why we're the largest in the United States. So we'll look forward to the Lonnie Bird. Wow, can't talk this morning. How about just Lonnie Bathurst? There we go. We'll look forward to that interview coming along here. So let's see. Okay, a little different this time. This is for let's learn things. Let's learn things about this show. Wow, what a show this year. This is the prototype show in Collinsville, Illinois at the Gateway Center. You won't believe this. This is crazy, dudes. This is crazy. I got Lonnie and I got Jeff here. Okay, first of all, you guys, oh my God, thank you so much. I mean, they have gone, this show has gone crazy. It's the best show that I have been to, and it's just huge. Wait till you hear this. How many?
950 on the nose. Just about 950 exactly through the door over Friday and Saturday.
Did you hear that? 950 people. That's why we have the largest show in the U.S. You should have seen this place for 45 minutes. How would you describe this in that 45 minute when there were people smashed in here and they were actually out the door?
Bedlam? I was going to say chaos, not like Bedlam. Okay. Yeah, it's a crush every year when we open that door, and we never really know what to expect. But this went on for an hour of people, and we've done our best at the front gate here to get people in quickly and get them registered, but it took an hour to get about 300 people through the turnstile here.
And by then we already had at least 150 modelers in there and probably 200 exhibitors.
That was gonna, now that's the next question. How many vendors?
85
different vendors, but the badged personnel for the two-day event was right at 250 people. So, you know, the easy math there, even I can do this, is about 700 people paid to get into this, and it took about 250 people to put it on to be the show that it is.
We had 235 tables, I think, 234, and that's 15% more than we ever had space for before.
How about models here on this side? What do you think?
Yeah, I think there is a count. The guy that did the photography did a count, but I have not heard that myself yet. There's some open space, which is better than people having to leave things in the car, right? So
we put 100 tables out there, and a lot of them were full. Not many had nothing. So
I would say easily 95 tables were full of your best models. So even Dirk had some great stuff out there.
Yeah, I had my Yellowstone. We saw that on the video. In the morning, I noticed we did something a little bit different. We got the vendors in, got the vendors in first.
Today, or you mean yesterday?
What was that? Friday morning.
Yes, we schedule this over a time period. The vendors come in at 6:15, and then at 7 o'clock the historical societies come in, and then at 7:30 we allow the modelers to come in under an early entry modeler program where we say a couple dozen models or more, you can come in that door.
And then, of course, we've got clinics. How many? I was looking. Whoops, I just kicked the camera. Okay, so we've got this nice, this is a beautiful pamphlet too, on good paper and everything. We had, how many, you have a number of clinics that we had?
We had 21 clinics, and it's
6 learning stations, so 27 opportunities to learn something.
And that's what makes this a specialty show. This is not a train show. Quit referring to this as a train show. It's not. Okay, you come here to learn how to do things. Now, there are people who are selling things, but the things they are selling, you can't get at a train show. Okay, that's why this is a specialty show. Where did these people come from?
The exhibitors, all over, even out of the country, out of North America, all over the place. It's amazing how far they come. I just left a clinic with a man that came from Montreal to present.
I just talked to a lady that was from New Zealand.
Yeah, there's a guy here from New Zealand. I mean, you know where New Zealand is? So, you know, I mean, this is incredible. Okay, this is just fantastic. I want to make sure we cover everything now. We had layouts. Now, what was your process of layouts? How did you do that?
Modular layouts or the home layout tours?
How about home layout?
So we had 4 different layouts on tour this year. 2 on Thursday night, which was new for us, but the response to that was tremendous. There was 134 at one layout and 122 at the other one, and then last night there was 176 at one layout and something like 100 and maybe 82 at the other. So tremendous response to these home layouts. So it looks like we'll probably have to consider expanding that just because the fire marshal will quarrel. So
Dave Rader puts that together for us.
Okay.
And does a wonderful job.
And then you had a layout here. Now, who was that?
that was good.
It's the Matcha Track group out of the Chicagoland area. It was huge. It was what, maybe 40 by 60 or somewhere in that range, and they came from all over. There was recently an article on a piece made for the Milwaukee station, I think, Milwaukee Passenger. That came from, I believe, Seattle. It took them about 3 days to drive it here. It's a
That's nuts. Okay. Yeah, you said learning stations, and of course I'm going to run just a little. I'll run a little list based off the back of this, and you can see all that. Hey, I know that we got to get going here because I think it's time for the door prizes.
About an hour, yeah.
About an hour.
Yeah.
More things to do.
More things to do, and we get that done. So, folks, next year, what's the dates for next year?
24th through the 26th of July. We're moving back to the last weekend in July, full weekend in July, and it's going to be great. We're shooting for 1,000 people next year. That's our goal. So come on out and see us.
Go to the website.
Yes.
Go to the website.
Yes, the website is where, and our hotels are right across the street, and I think we got deals with some of them. That's right.
All of them provide group rates.
All right, well, guys, hey, thank you so much. You guys did it wonderful. I mean, this guy back here, Mr. Rader, put your face over here so they can see who you are, because you had a lot to do with what was going on here.
He develops our floor plan. He develops the floor plan, and he takes care of the home layout tours, among other things.
So this guy, he's working as hard as these two, and they work crazily, okay? So that's going to do it for the interview part of Let's Learn Things, and let's get to this door prize thing and see how that goes. All right, now it's time for the prize, the door prize. That's all behind. Let's see what's there.
Excuse me, sorry. So you look at it all and you wonder what will be the stuff left at the end. Where's the things to swap meat somewhere?
Okay, let's see who wins.
Yeah, I think it sounds like
call a number and you come up and you take what you want.
Yeah, we will try and space them out so that everybody.
They're going to run up here, then they're going to look, and they're going to grab a prize and disappear. Okay.
Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? There's a speaker here, and there should be one about 100 feet that way. Can you hear out of that speaker? Sometimes we have to tap it to get it to work. The crowds come here because you're here to show us what you have for sale, what you do. To the modelers, I don't know how many thousand we had this year, but we had a lot of models. We appreciate you coming here and bringing those models, sharing your knowledge, showing us what you've done. We like to thank the Learning Station people. They spend most of 2 days sitting there, sharing their knowledge on what it is they do. To the clinicians, all 21 of you, including Butch Eiler, our keynote speaker this year, thank you for the hours you put into making your presentation and the time you spend giving that. I'm not sure if I've missed anyone that do special things here. So last and certainly not least, thank you to all these guys in orange shirts that spend a lot of hours, particularly Dave Rader, who lays out the floor plan and does some other things, and Jeff Kubler. And Jeff Kubler, who is kind of a general manager. He makes everything work behind the scenes. Him and his son put together the website. They are data mongers. They make my life easy in trying to keep control of a bunch of kittens and cats crazy going insane. This is just like wild animals just trying to keep this thing going together. For all of you who are here not wearing an orange shirt, thank you for the hours you put in for 2.5 days straight, starting at 5:30 in the morning on Friday. So many thanks to all of you for everything. Okay? So to make this thing a little more safe and less chaotic, know that people will be coming from 100 feet back there walking through here. So we got to keep the aisle clear. So you got to back up and give people room to make it from down there, walk through all those warm bodies and get to here and get back. One thing I've been asked to remind people of is that I don't care if you have 24 tickets, you get one prize. You know, sometimes somebody gets 4, 5, 6 prizes, and the guy that came from Pennsylvania got nothing. So let's just take one gift. As we call your number, come up and hand it to, who's got it? Dave. Dave has the box. Just throw your coupon in there, and then come up and get a prize. That's it. Thank you, and here we go.